Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do my empties for the months of September and October. I didn't do an empties video in September just because I was traveling and it was right at the end of the month and I just didn't get around to do it. But I've got all of my September empties here and I do have a few October empties. So I thought let me combine them all in one video. I haven't done all the totals yet, so I'm going to do that when I do the editing, and I'll put up on the screen at the end of the video where my totals are for September and also October, and obviously you can see my yearly total as well in terms of how many products I've finished up so far this year, which is pretty cool. But yeah, let's get started. I honestly wasn't even going to film this video because I've been sick again, which is not much fun. It's just not, I don't know what's going on with our immune systems. It's just really, really low and we just keep getting sick. So I have been holding off on filming videos lately, but I figured if I don't film it today, I'm just never going to film it. So let me film it, get it out, and I might be taking a little bit of a break just from posting as regularly as I was previously. I feel like I just need the mental break from YouTube and posting and editing and whatnot. I might change my mind in 5 days time and then suddenly post a bunch of videos. You never know with me, but just at this moment in the last couple of days, I have been feeling like I really just want to take a little bit of a step back, and just because I think we've been ill so much the last couple of months, I need to just take that mental break and that physical break of just doing whatever I'm doing here. Wherever I can get little breaks, I'm going to try to do it. But anyway, you're not here to talk about that. You're here to see what my empties were for September and October, so let's get into it. We'll start with September. September actually is a pretty decent month. Considering I wasn't here, I did finish a lot of these right before I left, or some of them I took with me. It's a whole thing. So I actually received this from Stalvana. They sent me some skincare items, and this is the Axis Y, the mini glow set, and I finished the whole set. I should have everything in here. But basically, oh, I should take the stickers out because they do have little cute little stickers in here. But you get a little set like this, and it came with a lot of little sample sizes. So this one is this is the gel cleanser, so I finished this one. This one was decent. I felt like the packaging was pretty difficult for me. I couldn't really get the product out, and as a cleanser I like to use quite a bit of cleanser to cleanse my face, and you just get a very little amount here. In terms of actually the feeling of the product, it was pretty decent and nice. I don't have any issues with it. I just wish that we had a little bit more and maybe the packaging was a little bit easier, maybe like a squeezy tube or something. It was just quite hard to get it out of here because it was a gel cleanser, so it was quite jelly, and I really had to really try to get it out of the bottle. Another thing that we got in this was the Artichoke Intensive Skin Barrier Ampoule. So I finished this pretty fast. This was really nice. It was like a little serum. I love serums and I liked it. I mean, I wish I had more to use so I could play around with it more and figure out, is it worth it? What does it do? Things like that. But obviously they are just little mini samples. It's a really nice little kit if you want to get it for somebody or like a stocking. It's pretty decent. I don't recall what the price is at the moment. I do have a link for it if you want to use it, and I do have a Stalvana code if you want to use it as well. You can get I think you can get 10% off, but if you spend a certain amount, it goes up to 15%. Whether that is a good deal or not, it's up to you, but I will have it in my description if you want to use them. But anyway, this is another thing that came in that glow set. This is the Dark Spot Correcting Glow Serum. This one was really, really nice. It smelled like the, and it's obviously the niacinamide. It has niacinamide, squalene, hippofur, rhamoids, and fruit extract. It really smells like the ordinary niacinamide and it was very reminiscent of that, which I don't mind, but it was a really nice serum. And again, had I had more of this, and obviously this is a squeezy tube, so it was easier to get out. Had I had more of it, I would have enjoyed it more. So I actually really like that one. And then the last thing you get in that little mini set is the Daily Purifying Treatment Toner, which I went through very, very fast. I think I only used this twice. And yeah, it was decent, but what can I really say about the product itself? I don't know. I've never tried anything from Axis Y, so I don't know. You'll have to let me know if you've tried them and if it's worth getting full sizes. I definitely would get a full size of this dark spot. I don't really have a dark spots, so instead of a dark spot, I would probably just look at see what other serums they have because they're very lovely serums. But yeah, this was a cute little set. And I'll keep the stickers because the stickers are sweet. But that one I finished in September. I've got right here a Nip and Fab eye mask. So this one, I don't think I took any photos, but I looked like I was ready for Halloween, although I did this in September. It looked really crazy. They're the eye goggle mask to plump fine lines and wrinkles. You know, occasionally I will do masks, clay masks or sheet masks, and it's really when I feel like my skin really needs it. So it's not all the time, although I probably should do it more regularly, and I do have quite a few more sheet masks. So I'm trying to get through my sheet mask, and I'm trying to use at least once a month. So I hadn't used one in a while, so I thought, okay, let me just grab one. I wouldn't buy it again. I just don't, I don't know. I'd rather put, you know, eye serums on or eye creams than an eye mask. I think face masks are a little bit different, but eye masks I'm not a huge fan of, to be honest. I've got some hair care here. So I finished the castor oil conditioner from Organic Hair. This is, I don't know what this is. I've had this for a decent amount of time. I think I got this in one of my I definitely got it in subscription box because I didn't buy it, but I think I got it a year or so ago, maybe 2 years ago at this point. It's for all hair types, but I really didn't like it. It left my hair really greasy. I left the product in my hair. I'm really just trying to get through a lot of these little small bottles or samples that I've received over the years for hair care, because there's no point me holding on to them. I just don't enjoy them, and I wouldn't buy that again. I don't think it's nice. This one, however, I do like, and I probably would buy again. I'm trying to get, as I just said, getting through all of my hair care, but once I'm done with everything, I'm going to go out and buy the ones that I'd like. So I already have made a list of the hair oil that I like, and this is this hair serum. So this one is the Finishing Touch Polishing Serum from Philip Kingsley, and most of the products from him are really nice. I think he's like a hairstylist or something, but I have enjoyed most of his items. But this one was particularly nice. I really like hair serums and hair oils at the moment. It just really works with my frizzy hair. Like, I have super frizzy hair. I have curly hair, but I blow dry it so it becomes incredibly frizzy, and it's very dry and it's a bit lifeless at the moment because I dyed it for a whole year. So I've stopped trying to dye it, and I'm trying to get back to a healthy hair routine. But in the meantime, it's still a frizzy mess. So I do like using these things. It does actually help. So I actually might buy a full size of this when I get through all of my hair products. I think the last thing I have, oh no, I have another hair product here. So I've got 2 more hair products for September. So I finished this dry shampoo. This is just the Schwarzkopf Gliss dry shampoo. I couldn't tell you what it says because it's all in Portuguese, but it just says, I don't know, I think it says anti-grease or something. I actually don't mind. These are just pretty expensive and I go through them pretty fast. So if I'm going to buy a dry shampoo, I would rather just spend less as opposed to more, because I just go through them so fast. And I wish that there was a really good, like really affordable one, because I can't find a good cheap one at the moment, which is really unfortunate. And then the last thing that I finished is this detangling leave-in conditioner, and this is from Parlour. I've had this for probably 7 years at this point, and I've never finished it. Obviously, I never used it, and I finally thought, okay, let me just start using all of my little samples. I got this again in a beauty box a long time ago when I lived in Florida. When they first brought out Birchbox, I picked it up and I got so many tiny little samples from Birchbox in the US, and I stopped that eventually because I just figured, you know, what's the point? I'm not getting anything good. But I've ended up keeping a lot of the items, and I'm finally getting through them, which is a little bit shocking. But I don't feel like this did anything. In fact, to be honest, it made my hair look even worse. So I would not buy this. I don't even know if this brand exists, really. I haven't done all of my totals and looked it up, but I wouldn't buy it. Okay, we've got a little sort of skincare, not like a body care thing. This is the Face and Body Cleansing Gel with Honey from Nooks. It said it's for the face and body, so I had put it with my face cleansers, but I tried it and it was absolutely appalling, so I started using it just for the body, just to finish it up. It was just so horrendous. It has the most artificial honey scent that I've ever smelled in my life, and it is so strong. Like, I don't really mind scent and fragrance in products. It usually doesn't put me off, but this was horrendous, so I would not recommend this to anybody. I like honey too, and this was just disgusting, so I'm really glad that I finished that one. And then I've got some skincare, some more skincare. So I've got, let's start with this one. I finished this Acid Trip Exfoliating Toner from Beauty Bay. This is the AHA/PHA Decongesting and Smoothing Skin Toner. This one tingles quite a bit sometimes, but I never had flare-ups from it. It never hurt my skin at all, but it does tingle if obviously your skin is a little bit sensitive that day. It took me so long to get through this, but I finally finished it. Toners take me a really, really long time, so I was very dedicated to finish this, so I'm really, really happy that that one is done. I also finished this. This is the Lancome Hydra Zen Anti-Stress Moisturizer. I had the night one, and now this is just the mini sample of the day cream. I've used and abused these over and over again. I've repurchased them quite a bit. I really like the Hydra Zen. It's so unfortunate because out of the Hydra Zen range, they discontinued the one that I loved the most, which was the overnight gel mask. That was absolutely amazing, and I don't know why they got rid of it, because it was the best thing that my skin has ever felt in my life. But the night cream and the day cream are decent too. I do like the anti-stress Hydra Zen range, but they discontinued the one that I like, which is really upsetting. Another thing that I've got here is a lip item. It's like a lip treatment. So this is from Then Effect, and it is the anti-aging lip treatment. I actually really like this. It's supposed to eliminate or just sort of help with a little bit of the fine lines around your lips. And I actually felt like there was a difference, and I use this every day for a good couple of months. I mean, not every day, but I tried to use it as much as possible. And it was really nice. I actually would go out and buy this again, like a full version. I want to say, actually, I don't know where this is from. It says it's from Chicago, so I don't know if it's an American brand, but it's a tiny little sample, but I really, really liked it. And then I've got a couple of makeup items here. This one I am decluttering. So this is a mascara. This is the Absolute Lashes mascara from W7. It is their benefit dupe, or they're trying to be their benefit dupe, but I just never liked what it did to my lashes. It never really did anything, and I just, it started drying up before I was able to get the most out of it anyway, and I've just decided to get rid of it because it's just not making me happy, and I don't want to use a mascara that really does nothing to my lashes, because I have quite small lashes anyway, and so I really need a mascara that's going to give me a little bit of volume and length, and this didn't give me anything, so it was as if I wasn't wearing mascara at all. It just obviously made my lashes darker, but it didn't give me the effect that I wanted. So for me, mascara, if it doesn't do that to the minimum, at least make them look better than when I don't wear it, then what's the point of me keeping it? So I decluttered that one. And then this is a lipstick that I finished right at the start of last month. This is the Maybelline Pink Fling 207. I had it in a project pan, and yeah, it's finished, so that is super exciting. I've been holding on to it for a couple months now, so now I can finally get rid of it. So those are all the items that I finished in September. I'll put up on the screen how many they are and what the total value of that is. But let's get into October. October is a little bit less. I have a lot of items that are very close to being done, and I imagine they'll be done in November's update, but if I do a November update, but let's see. So I've got, you know, not very interesting items here. I finished 2 deodorants this month. These ones I've just had for a while. Actually, this one not so much. This is a newer one, but this one I've had for a while, and I just finally finished them. So this is the Soft and Gentle Jasmine and Milk Cocoa one. I don't like it. It didn't do anything. And then this is the Anti-Stress Garnier Nata. This one I picked up in Portugal. This one was pretty decent actually. I probably would buy it again. It's very inexpensive and it did the job. So, you know, that's all I kind of asked for in deodorant. In terms of hair care, I just have one item here. I have the Grow Gorgeous Defense Detoxifying Scalp Scrub. This was horrible. I understand that they put little minerals in here or beads or whatever and that's to scrub your scalp, but I imagined that it would wash off as you wash your hair, and I was finding those little beads while I was, you know, drying my hair, and I couldn't get them out of my scalp. It was so annoying. Like, yes, scrub your scalp with this, but then can the water not wash it away, or can it not like dilute? They weren't diluting, which was very, very upsetting to me. So I hated this. I went through it super fast just because I wanted to get rid of it. I think I used it like 3 times and then I was done. So yeah, that one, it was horrible. All right, and then I've got these skincare items. I finished this Ordinary Arginine Solution, 10%. So this one targets your fine lines, appearance of like fine lines, and I think it's one of the ones that I've got a friend who I work with, and she recommended this to me a couple years ago, and she basically said it was a liquid form of Botox. Because it does target your fine lines, and I think it does a pretty decent job. Mine expired quite a few months ago, and I just finally finished it up. I liked it at first. I feel like it stopped working, but I also stopped using it. So I finally finished that. I don't know if I would go out and buy it again, to be honest with you. The Ordinary, I really like The Ordinary, but I find their products confusing because I don't know what most of them do. And they list all the ingredients, and you know, you feel like you're being very scientifical, or, you know, when you're reading everything, but scientifical, I don't think that's a word. Anyway, then you get the item and then you're not really sure what to do with it. So that's how I felt with that item. Did it target my fine lines? Yeah, probably, but I don't know. Maybe I should pick it up again. Anyway, I finished this one. This is the Cree Vitamin C with Bakuyo. And this one didn't really do anything. It's just a facial oil. I didn't really enjoy it. I really like facial oils. I didn't like this one, to be honest. It's like one of, actually I have 2 facial oils. So this is one of the 2 that I really don't like. The rest I really like. But yeah, again, I got it in a subscription box. I would not recommend buying that. And then I finished this. This is from Skin Fed. It's all organic. It's organic creamy face scrub with black seed. The packaging is all recyclable. I really, really like their packaging, and they just basically all look like this. It's very simple, but it's nice, and this was an exfoliator, and I really like this one. I love the feeling of it. It felt like I had gone to get a facial or something. It just left my skin feeling really lovely, and it wasn't harsh on my skin at all, but it did feel like I slightly exfoliated my skin, and it's pretty thick as well. So I don't know, I really enjoyed that one, but I finally finished it. It took me a while. And then I have another lip item here. This is a lip scrub. I've been working on this, I think, for a good 7 months now, so pretty good that I finished it. This is the Jelly Pom Pom lip scrub with coffee and coconut. This was really nice. It took me a while, as I said. I didn't use it every single day, but I tried to use it once or twice a week, if not more. Obviously, you just don't use a lot of it, and it took me a really long time to finish, but I'm so glad I did, because I enjoyed it, and I did feel like my lips were much softer, and they did do a nice, decent job of, you know, exfoliating them. So I'm kind of interested in more lip scrubs. I'm using another one right now, which is terrible, but I've had it for a while, and I thought, well, I've just done that one. Let me keep let me keep working on my lips. So I've been working on that for just about a week or 2. And yeah, it's just horrendous. Do not enjoy it, but I'll get to it when I get to my empties eventually, because I do want to empty that one, but yeah, I'll talk about it then. And then I've got 2 items here. This is the makeup items. So I am decluttering another mascara. This is the Catrice Max It. To be fair, I've used a lot of this. So I think, so my camera just cut off there because I don't have any space. But anyway, I was talking about my Catrice mascara. I think I only had 1 more month left of use anyway, But the reason I'm decluttering it is because I took it with me to England in September and the fallout was just crazy. It just ended up everywhere and I cannot deal with that. It just was too much. I had mascara all down here all the time or up here, and you know, it's not like I was sweating, it was cold when I was there. So, you know, it just was just going everywhere. I really like it, which is a shame. I actually like the wand and I like the way that it made my lashes look, but it was the fallout that did it for me. It just got really, you can actually see on the wand, it got a little bit messy. And I think it's just the way that they do their formula. It's just a little bit messy. Maybe they need a better stopper in there as well because it got really messy here too. I don't know, there's something about the packaging and the formula, especially obviously the formula, that I didn't end up loving once I started using it more. So that one I've decluttered. And then my proudest moment is I finished a primer. So I spoke about this at the beginning of the month. I finished this Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I had to completely destroy the packaging to get all of the product out, but I did it. And yeah, this one is done, which I'm really excited about because I have been trying to get through a lot of primers this year. And I think I've done a pretty decent job. I have a couple more that I'm working on that I'm hoping to finish by the end of the year. So that's really exciting because unfortunately, I've ended up with a lot more primers again. I did buy, I think maybe 3 primers when I went to England.
Then I received a primer in a box. So I ended up getting, this is a little bit of a tangent, but I did end up resubscribing to the cohorted beauty box, which is more of like a luxury beauty box. It's a little bit pricey, and I was doing that in England and I had paused it, and I restarted it here because I realised they could ship to Portugal. Well, yes, they can ship to Portugal, but what happens is it ends up in customs and then I never get the box. Or I have to pay literally what the box is, what I already paid the price of the box for to get it out of customs. So I was like paying double what the box is actually worth to get these boxes out. So I have cancelled that now. However, I was still, it wasn't until just a few days ago that I finally got the box that I needed for October. I never got September's box. September box was rejected in customs, and then they just never cleared it and I never received it. And then in August, I never got my box either, but I kindly asked Cohorted to resend it. They resent it, and I did get that box only last week as well. Anyway, in one of those boxes, I got, but one of them was an Ofra box. I think that was the August box, and they sent me a bunch of Ofra items again, and they sent me another Ofra primer, so that's a little bit annoying. So,
long story short, I've ended up with a lot of primers again. So if I can get through as many primers as possible, that's great. Which I have done this year, but when I do my end of year totals, I have a feeling it's not going to look any different, even though I've gone through primers, but it doesn't matter. You know, if I'm still working on items, I'm still enjoying them, that's all that matters. But anyway, yeah, I'll put up on the screen the total of my September and October sort of empties, and then you can obviously see where I am for the year. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'm not really sure what to do with my filming habits. I don't know if I'm going to want to film as much, like I said. I also don't, I think I'm struggling to know what to film. I've lost a little bit of creativity in terms of filming, and I think I just need to step back. I need to get better. We all need to get like a little bit physically better because being sick all the time is no good. And so just FYI, I might not post as much as I was, but I think I still will do my updates for my project pans. But in terms of other videos, I might not do as much. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to. And I hope that you're all doing well, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.